Let's see. Hello, time in. All right, looks like we're up.
We are live.
Live. Start populating some people here, and we'll start this thing. No Shaun today. The training wheels are off.
Shaun's loss. That's what I say. Shaun's loss.
That's right. Got two people watching. Seats are filled. Come on, people. Let's populate this room. All right. Yeah, why not? Let's start it.
Light this candle, brother.
Yeah, let's light it. Let's get this going. Let me put this on the side. Markets here so people can see what's going on. Wow, we're going to hit 50,000 before the show's over, I think.
I'm telling you, man, absolutely. It's just phenomenal. It's on a tear. Like, I know this is one of your lead-off topics, and just wow. All right, so why don't you do the intros and
let's just do it,
man.
The
water's warm. The water is
here.
We
are. Welcome, Crypto Chat Live for all the crowd. Dalius is already here. Candle Fuse, Shrug, he is ready. We've got our crowd going. We might hit 50,000. BTC might hit 50,000 during our chat. Right now, market cap is at 2.1 trillion. It's headed back to 5. I think 2.5 is our all-time high. BTC dominance is down to 44, which is kind of good because usually that's the start of altcoin season when it's around 44, around there. BTC hourly volume is around 77 billion. That's good. BTC, a lot of. I should go into my favorite part, which is Cardano.
I was waiting for that. I'm surprised you didn't lead with Cardano.
High. Yeah,
that was a monster move today. Monster move by Cardano.
$2.54. And somebody put out a fake story out there saying Charles Hoskinson said that Cardano would hit $150, which is absolutely false because he never does price predictions of any of his coins. Anybody who's really in the space does not make a price prediction about their coin out loud. I mean, it's like jinxing the no-hitter, one, but two, you just don't do that.
Yeah, but I'll do you one better, Joe. You know, you look at the price of Cardano, right, at whatever, 240 something, and you look at its market cap of about $80 billion. So that gives you like an implied 4.5x, right? Between the market cap of Cardano and Ethereum, right? Ethereum's price is 3,000 plus. Cardano's at rounded 250. Even if you 4x the price of Cardano to get to the market cap of Ethereum, you're still at $10. Cardano hits $10. You're at the market cap of Ethereum today. You know what I mean? So sure, I'd love to see it to go to 100, but I think that that might be a little long-term thinking.
Yeah, but also Cardano has their coin structure is different than Ethereum. So it's kind of harder for them to hit that in the $1,000 range.
Oh, exactly. But, when people make these wild price predictions, of hundreds of dollars for the coin, you do have to look at, the coin's intrinsic value and then as it relates to its market cap.
Yeah, right now you're looking at Bitcoin's around 49. We might hit 50. Ethereum hasn't really, even though BTC has been moving up, Ethereum's really in like another price discovery, 3,200. They're probably going to go back up to 4,000 very soon. My Aave, I love Aave. It always runs whatever. If Ethereum goes up 2% in a day, Aave will go up 4 or 5%.
It It was looking good. It was looking good. And let's be honest, man, just Bitcoin's been a juggernaut, an
Yeah.
absolute juggernaut in the face of, its downturn. Everybody with the doom and gloom crowd, the I told you so crowd. Oh my God. You're a kitten's whisker from 50. And,
Yeah.
that's just
But
a phenomenal run.
my little ninja thing that I like to do is Ethereum right here. Um, if it goes up 2%, Aave will go up 4, but it has like a time delay. So it'll take like 30 minutes for that to happen. So if you see Ethereum boosting, you know that you can jump into Aave and you're going to get that boost. It's kind of a little thing I've kind of been watching, and it's kind of worked for me when I want to
That's
play around
interesting.
and day trade something a little bit.
Nice. Get back in the game, man. The water's warm.
Matic is finally getting back into gear. That's been down for a while. Your Ethereum Classic, which I always thought was an absolute joke until Keith right here jumps in, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Hey, I'm not out to prove a point. I'm out there to make a buck or two. And
It's amazing. I
it's
thought of Ethereum Classic is dead, and you pick it up, and it went from what 20 to 150.
Yeah, and again too. I mean, the there's a buyer for everything out there, and yes, everybody's familiar with the history and all that, but nonetheless, it is Ethereum, and you can buy ETH for 3,200. And I think what's the print on ECT today? Like high 60s, 68.
Yeah, 69. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there you
still
go.
above. It dumped since when you picked it up. You picked it up
Mhm.
what in the 20s? It's still like
Yeah,
more than double.
it's crazy, just
Um,
crazy.
yeah, Shiba Inu still up there, still alive. Engine hasn't really done anything, and that's one of those gaming coins. I picked that up early and finally kind of dumped at that.
Yeah, but I think you raise a good point, Joe. Before you jump into fear and
Yeah,
greed, like it's not only Bitcoin, although Bitcoin is definitely leading the charge here, but the breadth and depth of this rally has just been tremendous, right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the whole thing with this crypto market. It's not like the regular stock market where you have this big crash and you got to wait years for it to come back. And that's why I was going to go straight into the fear and greed index. We're at a 78 right now. 78.
Yeah.
A month ago, it was at 20. Full on
Right.
fear. The world is over. We're all going to die.
Right, but I mean, and now I'm going to be the contrarian. Shaun's not on the line tonight, so I'll be the contrarian and say, as you see that indicator move greener and greener and greener, that's when you should start thinking about taking some profit, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if everybody's saying it's going to go one way, then you might want to like hedge. But I
And this
completely agree.
and Punkcraft jumping on and saying this. Yeah, this
Mm,
Solana is really pumped. It was at 19. It's up at 68, 68 to 75 now. It's doing well. It's because of the NFTs and gaming's
yep.
so hot.
Yeah.
Some are calling it the competitor of Ethereum. It's another one of those. They're calling it the Ethereum killer, coming after Ethereum. Everybody is trying to, make the news by saying they're coming after Ethereum.
That's right.
But
Nice buy there, pun, with the
yeah,
Solana. But let's that's a beautiful segue, Joe, to talk about some big Dynamo coin news and NFTs and gaming.
yes. Give me a second to pull that up on the screen. And Keith, you can go into it. Let's go into a little Dynamo action as I pull up the Dynamo NFT. And Shaun is in the process of building a game where you can mine Dynamo.
Yeah,
And
super
I'll
exciting.
let
Super
you talk about
exciting.
that
Big
as
news.
I
Yeah, we wish
pull it up.
we're stealing Shaun's thunder here tonight, but he insisted that we share with the Dynamo community what's just over the horizon.
Here's a
So
sneak peek right here. This is
yeah,
what the
that
game's going
looks
to look like.
pretty
You're going to be able
good.
to mine Dynamo coin in this game. You're going to be able to buy characters. You're going to be able to build
Land.
land and buy
Yeah.
land and build land.
You'll be able to go on quests and do challenges. You'll basically get Dynamo coins in game, which you'll be able to use to level up your character, or buy aesthetics within the game, or move it out of the game. There'll be a lot of functionality. This is already moved into development. So in the not too distant future, we look forward to sharing this with the Dynamo community.
Yes.
Yeah, Dyna MMO. Pun's got it tonight.
Dyna
man.
MMO. We got
to get Pun on the show. I like that. I like that.
I like what AD said. I only buy things Janet Yellen approves of.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't Janet Yellen do?
Yeah, let's buy CDs. Come on, everybody. Let's all buy CDs. Let's give the banks and the financial institutions more fuel to go out and earn a real return in the crypto markets.
So yeah, Shaun was really excited. He had other commitments tonight, but he couldn't wait to give us a little sneak peek of what he's building. The man does not sleep.
No, not very much.
Does not sleep.
And the goal, to get this game out there, probably by Halloween, to have it all tested and vetted and where Shaun wants it to be. But I'm sure there'll be betas put out there a lot sooner, and looking for community review and involvement. So pretty exciting, really exciting. And Pun's right. The game aspect is really cool, because what a great way to connect up with people. The game's fun and engaging, and you add the element of cryptocurrency to it. I think it really creates a great product, and honestly the first real tactile use case for Dynamo coin.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to pull up some other pictures of these are kind of ideas of what he's building it to. He thinks that in about 3 weeks he's going to have a prototype for everybody to start playing, and maybe we can get some beta testers out there on the list.
Joe, do you think we could get Ty? Do you think
Ty
can fit us in the schedule?
Yes.
Well, if he's out there, I'll
Pizza Ty.
DM him.
One of our biggest fans out there listening right now. Maybe he could be one of the first gamers. Maybe we can get Puncraft, one of the beta testers. Pun, I can't wait to see the first game aspect. That sounds something really I can really get into. Yeah, guys, give us some ideas too, because I know that's what Shaun is looking for, is kind of get community involvement, because this is a community. And, any ideas that you may have of what you've dealt with in other games you don't like, or maybe you want a game, maybe Shaun can make that happen. AD demo at the end of August. Be there. Will be wild. Yes. Yeah. Shaun's amazing. Man does not sleep. I think he says he could do 4,000 lines of code in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, he doesn't like to sleep. Like, I always go to bed and then I wake up and there's like 37 emails from Shaun. I'm like,
Shaun is a robot.
Stop. REM sleep is your friend.
AD, it reminds me of that cool ass world of Dragon games that never came out. Yes, and we have somebody on the chat with us. Keith loved his Dragon games when he was a younger man.
Don't go there, Joe. Don't go there. Do not disrespect Dungeons and Dragons. Do not disrespect.
I know you're a huge D&D fan.
Who isn't, though? Everybody, I think, is. They just don't admit it live on YouTube.
Middle Earth is real.
It's real.
According to YouTube. It's
totally real. It's fact. It's a documentary.
YouTube's now going to take this down because they just see that. They're distributing fake news.
Exactly. Middle Earth is not real. This disclaimer brought to you by.
So yeah, that's what the game is going to look like. You're going to be able to win or mine. You're going to mine Dynamo coin as you're playing the game.
But isn't it amazing, Joe? I mean, the whole thing with the crypto is that you'll be able to keep the coins in the game or move the coins out of the game. Like, I mean, that's that bridge that cryptocurrency provides is really amazing. It's going to be great.
It does. And, for certain communities, nerd alert. AD.
Yeah. Dayless went there. He did. Demonetized. Oh, that's good too, man. A lot of good material tonight, I must say. A lot
I
of good.
love it.
They saved their A game for Friday. I like
They
that.
did. This is our first like show with the training wheels off. Shaun's not here. It's just Keith and I. Got to run this thing without Shaun support. So
I feel like when you were like 12 years old and like mom and dad left you home alone for the first time without the babysitter. You're like, "Oh!"
now the crowd shows up.
Yeah,
Everybody's
exactly.
showing up to the party. Oh, let's see. Let's get into a little bit of the FUD action because I always have fun with this FUD because these crypto markets do not operate anything like. Let's go to the right one. The crypto markets don't act anything like the real stock market. If any of these happen, what I'm about to, when we talk about the FUD aspect ratio of, the crypto markets right now, if any of these things happen earlier this year, March, January, the market would have crashed if any one thing of these happened. But now all these things happened in the last week. Nothing. We're about to hit 50 BTC. Gary Gensler was talking again today. He's running his mouth every day now. He wants to, he says he could regulate DeFi apps. I don't see how he could do that. I don't see how.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I can't. Yeah, I can tell you, we, how should I say this carefully? So we obviously have legal counsel, and in previous discussions with legal counsel, they did reiterate that, Mr. Gensler and company, are actively looking to canvas and how shall I say, again, politically correct, take as many crypto coin projects to task as they possibly can. So there's a real concerted push to target all of them.
I'm not going to repeat 80s comment, but I'll just leave it up there. Hey, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, if Gary Gensler wanted to make you or Dynamo an example, that would only help the project.
Oh my God, that'd be phenomenal. Right here.
I mean, it's not like we're doing anything bad or anything wrong. I'd love for him to throw our name out there.
Yeah. No such thing as bad publicity, right?
Yeah. Trade. I've never used Binance. I know you haven't because we're both live in New York. But anytime it really gets really heated in the markets, the whole thing shuts down. Now traders are looking to sue Binance. Because of the last outage, it's always going out.
But that doesn't really, dude, that doesn't work. Like, you remember the traders tried to sue the NYSE and the NASDAQ. Like, no, that's just not how it works. I get it. You're unhappy. You want to make a point, but it's just a waste.
My other thing too is that's what stop losses are for, and you can put sell orders. You don't sit there and go, oh, the thing doesn't. If you're really worried and you're not holding like a lot of people are, then you shouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think again, it's a bit amateurish. It's a bit of crybaby-ish. You hear it from time to time come up in the stock market, but no.
A Japanese exchange was hacked. $84 million hack that didn't affect the market. That just happened in the last day. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, and you speak about the hacks, Joe. One of the ones I was looking at prior to the show was, I like to call it Bitcoin SVU, and they suffered the 51% attack. But son of a gun, man, that thing rallied from 120 up to 170 in the last 30 days. So you're absolutely right. You hear hacks and attacks, and man, you just cannot keep this market down.
No, it's a positive time in the market, but you never know in the crypto markets how long it's going to last before it goes back down.
Yep. And you know what, Dalis, I'm sorry if I can jump in.
Yeah,
one of the comments, Dalis made, which is true, and AD actually both sort of making the same comment. Dynamo takes decentralization very, very seriously, to the extreme. I mean, that's a lot of Shaun in there. and a lot of the ethos of the project, which is really, really great. So you're right. When it comes to Dynamo coin being in the crosshairs of the regulators, no, we're so far off the crosshairs of the regulators. And the other point to follow that up is, you have to move fast. The project has to move fast. Stay ahead of the regulation, and then have the regulation chasing us. But after we've hit, a critical mass of monetizing the coin and putting real world projects out there. I mean, that's a lot of the ethos that, Joe and I have been pushing for the business case side of things. We're just the eye candy. We don't really do a lot of the heavy coding. We leave that for Shaun.
Yeah, everybody has their expertise. Shaun's in that world of coding. I mean, there's only so far we can go. I don't even know how, even he has said how he's been coding for 30 years and how different coding a blockchain is.
Yeah. And I've offered, Joe. I mean, I've offered to jump in there, just crush it. Thanks, Dalis. That one was for you, man. You were getting on the boards a lot. I needed one.
There'd just be a lot of Dungeons and Dragons in the code.
Exactly.
And let's go to the next thing. Crypto markets up 880% in the last 12 months. There's one report that came out that explains that crypto is succeeding in developing nations, Vietnam, India, and Pakistan. Of course, the other players are US, Ukraine, Venezuela, Togo, and Tanzania. I don't really know. I didn't know of Togo. Institutional investing is at all-time high, but still the mainstay is the retail investors are leading the markets.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, just speaking onshore, when we say 880% in 12 months, in and of itself, that's an eye-popping number, right? I mean, that's career making. Who sees 880% returns in a single year? But to put that in context, the S&P 500 is up 18% year to date. And another one that I like to look at is the Bitcoin gold cross. Gold is actually down 4% year to date. So the gold market is down. The S&P 500 is up, 12% or 18%, excuse me. And crypto's up 880%. Where are you getting the return?
You could be anywhere. Yeah. You're doing good. You're doing good anywhere.
But this is what you're talking about, man. This is that fear and greed. This is the FOMO, negative 4%, 18%, 880%. Where are you going to put your dollars? Where are you going to put your money?
Well, it's going to be interesting when stock market finally this inflation really does catch up to the stock market and it crashes to see what happens here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it going to move? Because in past history, it moves. Just like when the virus hit and the first lockdown hit, everything moved.
Yeah, man, all the spec money is going to come out first, right? All that speculative froth is going to come out first. And let's be brutally honest. We all love it when it moves fast and furious up, and we all hate it when it moves fast and furious down. And it will. However, you highlight a really interesting component that aside from that initial knee jerk, right, where money will flee, it'll be interesting to see how it reacts as inflation starts to march, because we're seeing it across the board just at unprecedented levels. I don't know how it's not making the mainstream media, but we're seeing 4x, 5x in raw materials and components costs.
Mm-hmm. But the difference is regular stock market, you have reasons why a stock is a certain level. 90% of it is cryptocurrencies, it's all speculative on what the price is. It's all, it's not really a real value. It's worth more than Amazon. Some of these, what I do like is when some of the mainstream guys are jumping into crypto, and Jim Cramer takes a bullish stance on crypto. He says, you just can't
buy.
Sorry. I know I should get an emoji that pops up this.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he's bought a lot of Ethereum from time to time, and the last time it dropped, he said he was holding on to it. But it's a good sign when you see a mainstream guy like him saying that
Oh yeah.
he's in for the long haul.
One thing, Joe, that I wanna start to look at more, and I don't like formally do it, is the hold duration. Typical hold time. I know Bitcoin, the hold is 80 something days, and I'd be very curious to see if that starts to expand out, or if it moves in as volatility creeps up. So that's something that I think we should
I'm also
start.
interested in seeing, with institutions buying so much, you do have that wash, in crypto that you can't do in the stock market. And these bigger guys can control the movement of the markets and maybe drop it. You sell low and then you buy it low back 2 minutes later, and then you took a $5 million loss, but you really didn't lose $5 million. You kind of get with me. I could see there's still going to be that volatility for a while. Anybody else out there agree with me or understand what I'm just saying?
Yeah, man, you can't go up 880% in 12 months, and not expect some sort of like reverse movement, right? And it's just like silly. So yeah, volatility is what it's all about, and you need a strong stomach. I mean, you shouldn't be playing in this patch if you can't handle the volatility.
Let's catch up with some of these comments. I'm getting behind because all of our viewers are commentators on here, and they should be a part of it. AD, if they regulate us, we'll sick Jenny on them. Yes, where is Jenny from the block? We scared her away because we didn't allow her to make us feel sad. And
well, I don't know if we want Jenny here tonight. Dad's not here. Dad's not here tonight. Sorry, Shaun. Sorry.
AD, institutional adoption is admitting defeat. You think they are? I think that they know that the stock market is going to start losing, And
I know where he's coming from. He's coming from, throwing in the towel, and they're getting on board, So
I get it. Many people in hold. Dumb money is wishing up. Yep. Let's see. Puncraft. I've been realizing with altcoins that maybe experience a nice jump, but there tends to be a lack of liquidity. Great. Yeah, there is. There is a lack of liquidity. That's why you got to watch which ones you buy. I mean, where they keep on saying there might only be 10 that survive in the long run out of all this because we're still so young in this crypto market. Who do you know is going to be there in the long haul? You really don't. You're buying on chance. You're buying on speculation on a majority of these cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, and look, we know all about liquidity, right? We're trying to build it for Dynamo coin. So, yeah.
But at least ones on these exchanges, for the average person, the amount of liquidity you're talking about, you can still get rid of your coins.
Yeah, for any of the majors. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kramer, that movie Iron Man. Accumulating Dynamo here and thankful for it. Yes. Accumulate. Get your friends to make wallets, people.
Fall in one. Yeah. So a little side note on that.
Wallets.
So Joe, I think at last count, we got 400 plus wallets opened after the last AMA, which was great last Friday. So really proud of that.
Kind of disappointed some people. Every time I keep on asking people to open a wallet, they're like, will you put coins in it? I'm like, I'm not in charge of that. Got to go mine it. Mine it yourself. Short-term gain, storage, AD. Got our crew going. Shiba's strange dark horse. Shibis are going to be that strange dark horse nobody understands. Shibis as in Shiba Inu, or am I missing something?
Doge 2.0.
Shiba. Yeah, Shiba's still hanging around. That's Safe Moon's pretty much gone. Stick in the majors with Dynamo. Yes. Dynamo, we're just starting out. We'll be up there with the big boys. Compete with Solana, Ethereum. Relatively easy to mine. GPU, CPU. Yes, for now. And then once everybody starts jumping in, it's going to be harder to mine, so you better mine it now. Man, you like that Shiba Inu, huh?
Yeah, Dallas is a fan. You know what? And I salute that. You stand by the sheep, Dallas. I shamelessly love my Doge. So I stand with you, brother.
Oh, we got a good crowd today. Oh, it is a fun little story I want to pull up. There's a mayor.
Oh my God, I read this.
Yeah, as a mayor in a small town. Let me see if I pull up the wrong one. Yes, here we go. He's a mayor in a small town across the country. In Missouri, he wants to give every single resident 1,000 BTC. He's trying to raise the money. He has some Bitcoin investors that are going to hook him up. The catch is they can't sell it. He didn't say the date, but in the story, they kind of alluded to like 5 years. And really, it's because he's trying to help out the citizens to kind of learn how to save money. And, you know, he wants to help the community. He's also converting the city into 100% solar power.
But no, listen, man, I think it's totally wacky. Like, how are you helping your town with, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? The money, the coin can go anywhere. It can be transferred at any time. Like, how does that keep the money? It seemed like
in there, there's going to be some kind of trust in between where it's in all the 1,500 residents' names, but they can't get access to it until a certain date and point. But it's in their name. But they're also going to have to pay the taxes on it once they sell it too.
Yeah, it's really kind of strange. I mean, it's a good headline for that town that probably nobody ever heard of before. But yeah, me and Pun are going to go buy land in Missouri now.
Yes, 1,500 people in that. Why not? Go live there. My wife gave me $20 to get groceries, but I bought Dynamo instead. Good job, AD.
Nice.
Craft. I'm moving to Missouri.
Yeah, tell Cuomo. We should look into that for New Yorkers.
Yep. And Daly is talking about who's the private keys, but that's really going to be more and more commonplace, I think. Like El Salvador and a lot of the countries, that's the only way they're going to be able to transfer Bitcoin from point to point and use it as a currency, is the state's going to own all the keys, and you're just going to be transferring it, just like you're on a PayPal. You don't own the keys, but you're using Bitcoin and transferring it around. I think that's what's going to become more commonplace.
Yeah, something to joke. I mean, again, I'm just thinking about it now, but you would be so overrun by your constituents, your residents of your little Missouri town. If the price of Bitcoin goes down, right? I doubt you're going to get elected again. If the price of Bitcoin goes up, I'm sure you're going to be like mayor for life.
But I mean, from everything we're seeing, he's taking a chance,
but you're not supposed to take a chance with taxpayer money. Taxpayer money.
Yes, yeah, but it looks like one of those towns that would hire like the neighbor's dog as the mayor. When you see those stories, with the dog that becomes mayor, that kind of looks like one of those towns where the dog becomes mayor.
Or it's like one of those, like you could buy a villa in Italy for like €1 or something like that.
Or he could just be a visionary and Bitcoin goes to $1 million and everybody in the town is buying Lambos.
That's right. Missouri is the place to be.
Or they're taking their Bitcoin and buying Dynamo.
If they could afford it.
Digital. I'm trying to find some other stories. We've kind of flown through the stories. Shaun's not here to go through the details of everything. So we're kind of blowing through stuff a little quicker today.
Yeah, no, AD's got a funny point. Well, no, Bitcoin made it when we start a war over it.
Yes.
Who do you fight? I mean, isn't that like the murky waters of crypto? Like, we don't even know who Satoshi is, for crying out loud. Like, how does that work?
Yeah, the day Satoshi comes out and he has the biggest wallet in the world and he just sells all of it and it goes to nothing overnight. We will know BTC has made it when, there's the war. Ha ha ha. New 3-rotor RX7 will beat any of those Lambos. I'm not a car guy. I don't know. I mean, Keith has a Tesla and he likes to drive the minivan. So
I do love my minivan. I'm not even ashamed.
Yeah. He's not even a car guy. Got a Tesla. You don't even drive it.
And did Tell the community I have that like the vanity plate DND on the
Yes.
back of my minivan.
Little mini figures on the front.
Yeah, exactly.
Your kids just hide.
Oh, totally.
Let's see what else we got here. I don't know. Let's see if
China.
I want to sit around and I want to see if while we're on here, BTC can hit
Where's it now? What's the snap?
50,000 before the stream is over.
Oh no, it took a little dip. It took a little dip, Joe. I think you scared it.
Usually, typically after dinner, I watch right after dinner. We have dinner. I watch it dip a little bit, and then you kind of wait around till the European market's fully open, and then it starts to go up a little bit, and then I watch it dip like it. This is how late I stay up sometimes, like 4 or 5 in the morning. It dips again. About 8 in the morning is when it starts to liven back up.
Yeah, and honestly, man, I think there's too much momentum behind it, right? I mean, you've rallied from 29,000 to basically 49,000, in the matter of a month and a half. Like that's just tremendous momentum. Even if it takes a breather now, I say it takes out 50,000 in relatively short order.
Yeah, and then it'll dip back. Usually when it hits those, 30, 40, 50, you get that quick pullback. Everybody's taking.
I mean, you set a stop. Yeah, you set a stop. You have these nice round, thresholds or tiers where, okay, I'll get out at 50,000 if I just made $20,000 a coin, in a month and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Trying to see what else. Yeah, everybody else. I don't know if there's anything else. We did good by ourselves. Right on 40 minutes. Without,
we didn't burn the house down. Like
no
craziness, no police, which is really good.
We didn't have any wine on this thing. Shaun usually brings the wine.
That's true. The wine and dine, yeah.
ICP. Let's see. Shiba. Everything's in the red right now. But
Joe. So Rura has one. Your ADA, man. This is just like a layup for you. Grab that.
Why is ADA boosting right now? It's because I think it's September 12th. Charles Hoskinson said that smart contracts start. So they're finally coming through after the 6 years of developing Cardano, and they're finally going to have an active product. So, they can start competing with Ethereum and Solana and Polkadot and a lot of these other, applications that, or blockchains that, as they've been working on the last couple of years. Let's see what he said. Is Pun DJ? Oh yeah, is Pun DJing tonight? Puncraft, you DJing? Yeah, everybody's got to go on over. Let me find that link.
So Joe, I mean, what's your confidence level that it actually happens in September?
I think this time around it's going to happen on the 12th. I think the way he's talking, it's more confident. Typically in the past, there's always there's delays, just like Ethereum delays.
Yeah. That's why
so
I asked.
Difficult, but it seems like this one is coming through and is going to be on time. And typically what happens is it's going to be priced in, and on 12th hits, there's going to be a pullback. So
you think
right now you're
okay?
I'm
so wait,
run up.
Let me take the counter to that. Might it be a bit like the Ethereum fork where everybody kind of held their breath to wait and see how it all shook out? And then it did, and it just moved up. Or do you think the market's going to follow a similar dynamic where everybody's going to wait and see what happens on, the 12th of September? And if it actually happens, up you go. And if it doesn't, people yank.
The past, what I've seen for some reason with the Cardano community, what I have seen is that any kind of announcement happens, it gets priced in, and the day the announcement happens, we get a drop, like a 20% drop. That's just what I've seen.
Buy on the rumor,
there are a
sell
lot
on
of
the
people
news.
that are smarter than me.
Yeah, buy on the rumor, sell on the news.
Yep. So, I mean, it's priced in right now. I got it at a good price, and I'm sitting on it. It'd be
Nice.
nice if it went to 150, but it ain't going to 150. I don't know who wrote that story. I rarely go on Twitter because I'm a news guy and I have a verified account, so I try to stay out of talking about certain things. But I went on and started yelling at that newspaper that wrote that story that it was fake news, and I've
Mm.
noticed that Twitter has actually blocked that newspaper.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
newspaper's
Already.
account. Yeah, like it's a banned account now. Um, I put up Puncraft
Yeah,
day and
nice.
night.
Have
I
a
put
good
it up in
gig.
the corner.
We should do like a collab with Pun. We should do some Dynamo DJ coin drop Dungeons and Dragons mashup. We should find a way to bring all the streams together, Joe. That's what I'm saying. Music,
Yeah, it's
coins, and dragons.
ADA has its own blockchain. What?
You're totally ignoring my dragons and
I
coins and
was going back
DJ.
and forth.
Sorry,
I've got
Dallas.
many
Sorry,
things.
Dallas.
I'm a bad host here. Dungeons and Dragons.
It all comes back to that.
Maybe we should make all the DApps that end up on the Dynamo blockchain should be named out of different Dungeons and Dragon
Character.
characters.
Freaking genius.
You see the whole community that would jump in. Oh yeah, Pun. I'm ready to bring Pun on. It's just as easy as me sending a link. He doesn't even need to put an app on his phone or his computer, and I'd bring Pun on in a minute. Come and talk with us anytime. Pun is more than welcome.
Yeah, man.
Could have used you today. Once you get over the initial shock. Yeah. So yeah, I put in the link. Puncraft is setting up for his DJ session.
Cool. Check it out.
Yeah, Pun. Anytime. I send you a link. That's what I love. We use Restream.io. So anybody I send a link to just has to click on the link and boom, you're on.
I think, Joe, I mean, I got to say it. I got to call it. I think Dallas is the MVP of the show.
Yes.
With
got some good names.
D and Dynamo. Yeah, I mean, sorry, man. MVP goes to Dallas tonight.
Blockchain John in the house. Wish you were here a
John.
few minutes ago.
Yeah,
welcome, man. John. Yeah, we've been getting ready to wind down because
just winding it down.
Pun, usually we try to wind down to hopefully our crowd goes to Pun's DJ show. Yes, everybody
join. Yeah, but I
tell
you, man, great week for Dynamo, great week for the crypto markets. Again, wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a little bit of profit taking. Everybody will be on 50K watch for Bitcoin. But I tell you what, just an awesome time to be in this market.
We're all in very early. We're the rare few, right? That's in this market early. So
but yeah, it's like the internet, man. You know, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, it's not going away. Like you had said earlier, not every project out there is going to survive, but Genie doesn't go back in the bottle. That's not the way it works.
I think Tim Beggy is one of these people over here with a fake name because he just texted me D&D NFTs.
Ooh.
I just ratted him.
Genius. I like it.
We should have brought Tim on. I didn't know Tim was available tonight. We could have jumped him in.
Yeah, well,
Tim, you're always welcome to jump in.
This was kind of like a last minute, Dad had to run out and grab some groceries and left the kids
taking the
at
keys,
home. Yeah,
running around without Shaun.
That's okay.
All right, let's see. One last. Let's see if we can hit 50 before the night's over.
Yeah, man. No, yeah. John's got it. Airdrop, free coins, music, and Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
boom.
Game over.
Let's see. All right, guys. Well,
yep. Let's sign off so Pun can set up. Have a great set. Wish everybody out there a fantastic night, a great weekend, and look forward to the game.
Awesome, guys. Thank you. We will see you on Monday.
Later, family.
And Shaun
Have a
will
great
be
weekend.
here to talk about Dynamo's game more in depth. We just have a little bit of a, we just got a sneak peek. So thanks for joining us,
Little tease.
and keep watching.
Have
Later.
a